Yo, what is up, guys? Today is the 12th of December, and I took 3 trades today, and I will show you why. Alright, so on the 4 hour, let's get started. You've got this 4 hour for value gap right here, and because of that, was expecting bullishness. We've also got SMT at these lows, so it would make sense for us to just reject off of that 4 hour for value gap over here. So here's the SMT. Didn't take out this low here, over there, and took out this low on ES. So go to the 1 hour. We've got data highs up here, also having 1 hour SMT on the bearish side, but it doesn't really overall this 4 hour fair value gap here, as well as this SMT here, and overall the bias is already looking very bearish because of this big expansion higher on Wednesday. So going on to the 15-minute, we have more SMT with this candle low and this candle low here, and that gave me a bullish bias, right? We got data highs up here. Today was PPI, so that was the target for today. And then we chopped around here until 9:30 open, where we came lower and also started accumulating. Now, my first trade, let's go on to it. Let's log in. My first trade was right here, which should not have been a trade at all. I thought this was an order block, and also with this accumulation here, I thought that we had a manipulation leg already. So this manipulation leg here. Yep, so that's why I took my first entry on this order block, well, quote unquote order block. But this order block, this shouldn't have even been an entry, because if it really was an order block and really was a manipulation move, this right here would have been the order block, not this, because these two are inside this big series of down candles. Now, yeah, so that was my first entry. I used 3 micros there. Took myself out because I actually realized my mistake. Stop was at the low here, and break even was like here-ish. Yeah, these highs, and full TP was at the data high. And now, because of that, yeah, because of this realization that this wasn't the correct order block or candle analysis, then it meant to me that it wasn't right. So then I exited right here pretty early, and to be fair, that could have been also a emotion psychology side of things, but I think this was valid because I only found out in like these 2 candles here, and so I was like, yep, let me just exit out this trade because this just wasn't an order block to begin with. Right, and then we get a leg down to clear out sell side, and because of that I took another entry. Now here was an actual sweep. This would have been the order block here. Right here, because this, even though this is a bigger and it kind of encapsulates it, we still had that manipulation wick out, which also sweeps liquidity, so this becomes the order block. And yeah, so that's why I took the second entry on NQ, like the actual NQ and not MNQ. We displaced above that right here, So I entered with 3 micros on a buy here, and that went basically straight to stop loss. Right here. So from there, we also closed like in midway of this 50% of this order block, and then we displaced below 75%, and I was like, okay, let's exit, but I couldn't exit in time, and it just displaced down, which stopped me out around here, right here. So that stopped me out there, and now we had on the 5 minute, I still was looking for longs because I was pretty confident in longs. We came down over here, so accumulation, manipulation leg, and then we displaced higher. We also swept something, I believe. I don't remember what. Yeah, we just tapped into this fair value gap here, and that could have been a total soup entry, so this could have been the buy here, but it would have been risky, so would not recommend that. And then we created an order block here, a bullish order block. We tapped into it, respected it, and I actually entered with 3 micros again at that order block. So right here, I got a kind of a bad fill, but that's okay. It didn't really concern me. Right here. So break even was over here, and from there, that should have been a high resistance liquidity run. Now, intermediate term highs and lows, that is the reason why I got stopped out early and didn't get that full TP. So right here is an intermediate term high, a low rather. That's an intermediate term low. It was immediately rebalanced, and yeah, I was expecting that to hold. Technically this would have been an intermediate term low as well, but yeah. All right, so we came down and I took myself out here. Still, I don't think it's positive. No, it's about 1 RR. But see, if I saw that this was a high resistance liquidity run beforehand, then I probably wouldn't have. I probably wouldn't have took myself out here. But yeah, so that's why I got stopped out here. Entry, order block right here, but I got a terrible fill. And I'm pretty sure we had SMT as well, but even so, it was actually a really good model entry. Let's see. No, I don't think there was SMT. I mean, we had higher time frame SMT. I think that's kind of all that matters. But anyhow, yeah. So entry off the order block, came higher, and then retraced this 15-minute order block here that we created right here on this order block there. And so yeah, we tapped into it again and came higher. Yeah, I think that's it. Not really much of a trade recap. It wasn't really hard conditions except for this high resistance liquidity run, but had I noticed that it was high resistance liquidity run, then I wouldn't have exited myself out here, and it would have been like a 1 to 2, I think. Let's see. the stop was here. Yeah, 1 to 2. So yeah, that's the end of the trade recap. That was pretty quick. How long was that? 10 minutes. Not bad, not bad. I have had other trades. I don't think I did a recap on that. But I'll just do this one for now. Yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Oh, and this was my my mental like thing. So after those first two trades, I said in the chat that I had 2 L's and I was down 0.35%. Mental was fine. I wasn't really like rushing into any trades or anything like that. And then this was the trade here that I took on the order block. As you can see, 3 micros, a bit of a bad fill, and then I took out 1 micro over here. Wait, where did I take it out? Over here. To be fair, that was kind of a emotional sort of thing. So on this 5-minute candle right here, that kind of looked like a sweep of liquidity from there. There still was there was 1 minute left on that 5-minute candle. So because of this accumulation high, that could have been a liquidity sweep, and we failed to inverse. Well, we looked like we were going to fail to inverse this 5-minute fair value gap, and but on that last minute we actually ended up inversing. So if you see here, 27, 28, yeah, 25, 27, 28, yeah. So it was down here when on that 5-minute. So you could imagine a sweep from there. Yeah, so I thought it was a pretty good partial at the time, because, well, yeah, it's just I just thought it was a pretty good partial. Nothing to be too worried about. I think I should have waited for that 5 minutes to close before I did anything, but because of these 2 losses, that could have been the reason why I took out 1 early. Yeah. Otherwise, yeah, this exit wasn't that bad because it was following my rules. It made an intermediate term low and it just broke through that. So, and I didn't know this was a high resistance liquidity run. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Stay safe. Peace.